Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Making Poor Decisions About Cardboard. We are going to open up this lovely box of Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collector boosters. And we'll talk a little bit about the Spider-Man set, where it's at, where it's going. I don't know where it's going, but where I think it's going. And yeah, enjoy the cards. So as of right now, Spider-Man is definitely not looking too hot. It's not even the most recent set anymore. We've had Avatar come out, and I'll probably open some of that stuff on this channel too, if you give me a little bit of time. So it's already been eclipsed. The made in the USA, interesting. The Magic the Gathering machine continues to go burr, and more cards continue to come out before we can even finish enjoying the ones we have. But overall, people did not take kindly to this Spider-Man set. I'm not entirely sure what it was. I think people were definitely disappointed at first that there was not a serialized card, that the Soul Stone wasn't serialized. I think everyone acknowledged it's a pretty sweet card, but that it should have been serialized. And I think that turned a lot of collectors off. I think it plays okay from what I've heard, but there's just so many Spider-Man variants as there are in the Spider-Verse that I feel like it's just overwhelming. I don't know. I've opened a bunch of the play boosters, and yeah, this is... Hold on, let me take a quick sidetrack here. Are these all made in the USA? Usually Magic the Gathering collector boosters are made in Japan. Have a beautiful pull tab. These are American-made collector boosters. I'm gonna say the American-made cards that I've opened, particularly the play boosters of late, have been really bad print quality. Really bad. They're just super dark, stinky inks. Like the ink is literally, the card's literally stinking of ink. I hope these are better. I hope these are better. But these are the first collector boosters I'm opening from Spider-Man. So, should be fun to see. Hold on a second. Right off the bat, they're not better. They're dark and stinky. I don't know. After opening so many One Piece cards and a little bit of Pokemon with the kids lately, these just feel cheap. Yeah, I don't know. Up your game, Magic the Gathering. Your card stock's thin, you use way too much ink, and the cards smell bad. Alright, we're going to go through the card. This is it's a $450, maybe $500 booster box. Probably closer to $450, $400 right now in some places. So we'll enjoy these cards as we go through. Angry Rabble. These are our commons. Bust into a couple uncommons. We got Chameleon, Maester of Disguise, Troublemaker, School Days, Wisecrack. Got ourselves a full art land. Even this land cycle is pretty meh. I don't know. Not a big fan. I love full art lands, but this one, meh. Alright, first rare is Mary Jane Watson. Got ourselves Villainous Wrath in the borderless non-foil. Got ourselves Spider Sense, borderless non-foil. Comeuppance is our non-foil, what do we call these? Showcase? Is this a showcase? Source material. Maybe it's... That's the other problem. Way too many types of cards. This is less than some other sets have been, but still way too many different treatments to keep track of, to be honest. It's pretty obnoxious. Alright, Comeuppance. That is a mythic. Got ourselves Imposter Syndrome in traditional foil as our second mythic of the pack. And a beautiful art card with Stunning Savior, Spider-Woman with Stunning Savior on it. So yeah, that's pretty much your typical Spider-Man collector booster. Not particularly an overpowering set, but I think I'm going to end ranting about these collector booster print quality and play booster print quality, but they are just noticeably worse than the Japanese made ones and the Belgian made ones, which are the two other big printing locations for Magic the Gathering. Got ourselves Passionate Fairy. Some cards like this definitely turn people off. Kapow! Spiralized Islanders, Spider-Man, No More, Twisted Spider Clone, Supportive Parents. Like, we have a Magic card, Supportive Parents now, and somehow it's a 3/3. It's a 3/3. So, Supportive Parents can beat most bears, right? Your standard bear is a 2/2. A grizzly bear is a 2/2. Would you take a bear or 2 Supportive Parents? Yeah, I don't know. Damage Control Crew, Daily Boogle, Building, Spider UK, more random Spider Legendary Creatures. Alright, we got our Full Art Swamp. First rare is With Great Power. Got ourselves a Scarlet Spider. Ben Riley is our showcase style, maybe? We'll say showcase. Gwen Remorseless. $5 card maybe? Maybe not in non-foil. But one of the stronger mythics. Not a lot of huge hits. If you did, it's Soulstone or bust, really. The Spectacular Spider-Man variants are pretty good too. They're a couple $100s. And then Eddie Brock is pretty decent, the borderless ones. But yeah, the rest of these are like $5 or $10 cards, which is fine. But you're gonna need a lot of them to make up that cost that you put in. All right, so we got a foil source material Reprieve. That's very nice. The source material ones look pretty sweet. We also got ourselves a interdimensional Web Watch in borderless, or no, yeah, borderless foil rare and a treasure token. So I was talking about it a little bit. Obviously, the big hit, the big hunt, the Soulstone Cosmic Foil, which is very impossibly small to get. It might be a lower run. I'm going to say with the number that I've seen available out there right now, I'm sure a lot of them are stuck in grading somewhere, but there's not that many out there. It's definitely less of a run than the Super Void from Edge of Eternities, which was another low print but non-serialized card. I'd say it's lower than a lot of serialized cards. There's not a lot of those Cosmic Foil. I mean, there's a reason it's going for $30,000 on TCG Player at the time of this video. $30,000 for Soulstone. That's just something else. Then again, there was not a lot. There's a decent number of these that haven't been opened yet. They're just sitting there because people don't want to pay what the cost is for them. Micro Center nearby has like 30 of these in stock. Just go pick them up. Alright, Quicksand, Spider Bite, Web Warden. So there's probably more hidden in there, but I still don't think it's a very high print card. It's less than a lot of the serialized cards. Definitely the ones that went for 500. I'd say I wouldn't be surprised if there's less than 100 of them in the world. That would be my guess. And some kind of limitation meant they couldn't put it as serialized. It's been talked about a lot. Topps has a Marvel serialization scheme. That could be what's limiting Marvel from doing the same. Radioactive Spider, and this is actually a pretty strong card. This is in the Showcase non-foil. We got ourselves a Saw in Half, which is a non-foil source material. And Peter Parker's Camera. Womp womp womp. I mean, it's a fine card, but not what you want in a $25, $30 pack. You'll see I am opening these with my hobby knife because they don't want to open. And since they weren't made in Japan, like most collector boosters, they don't have a handy dandy pull tab. Alright, some henchmen from Doc Ock. Supportive Parents can beat these henchmen too. Sorry. Masked Meower. Lurking Lizard. Supporting Parents can beat the lizards. Inner Demon Gangsters. Twisted Spider Clone. Silver Sable Mercenary Leader. Where do we go? Here. All right. Spider suit. Pretty solid equipment, actually. Not terrible. Tombstone. Actually, I really like Tombstone. I think he's an underutilized villain, but not a great card. All right, I got Planes. Spider-Woman, Stunning Savior, because she stuns people, not because she's attractive, ostensibly. Carnage, Crimson Chaos. Cool looking card. In the comic style showcase, I'm going to call it. Carnage is always a favorite. That's pretty sweet. Sensational Spider-Man. Not one of the comic costume variant ones, but still pretty fun. This is in the Commander type. It's Commander slot in here. We got Hunter's Insight as our showcase source material. Modern comic for sure. That is a mythic. We got Multiversal Passage. Rare. Actually pretty decent hit. A $5 or $6 card. And yeah, it actually looks pretty sweet here. It's a pretty nice bit of holo there. Alright. Give you that one. Alright. We are working our way through here. It's going to be a little longer video than some of our other ones because, I mean, this is not a cheap box. We're going to take our time, savor it, try to get our money's worth time-wise. Amazing acrobatics. News helicopter. I mean, sure, it's great that there's a news helicopter. Now I can use my news helicopter in my upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. Spider-Gwen, Free Spirit. Swarm, Being of Bees. Extremely awkward named cards. Amateur Hero. It's the amateur hour up in here. Amateur Hero is about as strong as the damage control dude with a hard hat and supportive parents. Okay, hold on. Slipped into the uncommons by accident. Alright, Daily Bugle. Spider-Man Heroic Horde. The Mary Janes. Pretty sweet band. Pretty sweet band. Got ourselves a mountain. The Spot, Living Portal. Pretty creepy bad guy. And he was the main villain in the better of the two Sony Spider-Man animated movies. Sorry as I fix my piles here. The first one. I thought he was a fun villain. Great visuals. And, yeah, big fan of the Spot. Got ourselves Hide on the Ceiling. Pretty strong card from this set, actually. Probably going to get some of the most play. We got another Imposter Syndrome, this time non-foil. The Mythic pile. Counterspell. Beautiful Counterspell. What do they have? They have Counterspell as Mythic now? It's a myth. When did Counterspell get up-rared to a Mythic? It was a common. Anyways, pretty sweet Counterspell. I'm actually a big fan of that. These source material cards are definitely my favorite of the bunch. I'm not gonna hide that. All right, that apparently goes in the Mythic slot. And then we have a Hydro Man, Fluid Felon, and a robot. All right, I'm sure the Soul Stone. Interestingly, only one art card so far. And actually, I don't. Do you usually get art cards in collector boosters? Wait a minute. That's not usually a thing. Is that just got mixed in because they were making Plague boosters in the American factory and art card? Oh, no, this one has an art card too. I guess I'm just wrong. Common Crook. Supportive parents will beat them. Eerie Gravestone. Oscorp Research Team. Guy in the Chair. Vibrant Skityscape. It's not vibrant looking though. This is my problem with these American-made cards lately. Look how dull this thing looks. There's just something dull about it. I mean, is it my lighting? Is it my eyes? Do I need to get my eyes checked? No. When I compare it to a beautiful-looking Pokemon card, it just pops, right? I don't know. End rent. All right. Uncommons. Craven, Proud Predator, The Living Vampire, Hobgoblin, underrated bad guy, especially from the animated series when Mark Hamill was voicing. Madam Web, overused character. Can thank the animated series for her as well. Mountain, Black Cat, got a black cat. She's great. Cunning Thief, traditional frame, which is actually, I feel like, a rarity right now. Rare. We got Ultimate Green Goblin in the showcase frame non-foil. We got, borderless frame non-foil. Good gracious. We have a Mary Jane Watson. Again, this is our second one, I believe. This time in the comic showcase. Is that her with a bat? Pretty sweet. This is definitely my second favorite treatment. Feed the Swarm. Another mythic in the source material. And, ooh, Death of Gwen Stacy in the showcase saga style, which also looks pretty cool. Looks like straight out of the comics, this time in the foil. That's pretty sweet. And our art card, which is Hobgoblin. Sweet. Alright, we're working our way through here. Where are we at? We are halfway. Halfway through the fun. My wife wants me to start opening Pokemon on the channel too. I don't know, man. I feel like there's enough Poketubers out there. But I can, I guess. We'll see. I'll think about it. Mechanical Mobster. I mean, the cards look better than this. Thwip. Some beautiful looking cards in Pokemon. For the amount of cards they print, they still manage to make them gorgeous. The Dinosaur Man. And they don't smell terrible like these ones do. University Campus. Spider-Man India. I mean, they clearly printed a metric crap ton of these. And so they used every printing factory, even the US one, because they thought this thing was going to be massive. And it wasn't. Scheming Scavenger. Aunt May. Apparently, as a normal person ages from a 3-3... Oh, sorry, I guess 1.5, they go down to an 0.2. Because there's 2 supportive parents in that picture. Molten Man. That's pretty fun. Alright, those are our uncommons. I think my piles are still good. Got ourselves a Full Art Plains. Got another Villainous Wrath. I think this is our third one of these. This is the first one in the standard frame. Is there even a standard frame now in these collector boosters? Ooh, Spot Living Portal in the... We're calling this the comic showcase frame, right? Non-foil. Norman Osborn. Decent hit in the non-foil comic showcase. You flip this guy over. Get the Green Goblin on the back. Same power as the supportive parents, of course. Mythic. Alright, I'll let it go. Should I let it go? I feel like I've harped on about that. Opposition Agent is our mythic source material. Looking pretty sweet. And then we have, in the back, we have a foil friendly neighborhood. Womp womp womp. Alright. And there's, what is this, Green Goblin? Yep. Our card. 5 more to go. I'm sure our soul stone's around here somewhere. He says knowingly. Spider Manifestation. Spider Rex. Daring Dino. Venomized Cat. Amazing Acrobats. News Helicopter. Secret Identity. Which I feel is actually a pretty solid card. Pictures of Spider-Man. Get me pictures of Spider-Man! You would enjoy if someone searched their deck for that card. The Spots Portal. Spider-Man Noir in a pretty cool looking piece of art in a borderless style on the uncommon slot. Alright, got ourselves Basic Land. Spider-Ham Peter Porker. I have no opinions on that. Peter Parker's camera, second one we got, this time in the non-foil showcase frame, borderless frame. I'll get these things straight eventually. Rocket-powered Goblin glider, which is a decent piece of equipment, but yeah, okay. In the border, piece of dark art. You can barely see what's going on in this thing. What was I saying? Borderless, non-foil. Got ourselves Rite of Replication Mythic. Cool looking card in the source material non-foil. Love that. And ourselves, we've got a Kraven's Last Hunt in foil comic book style saga. And ooh, that's cool looking. We got ourselves a gold stamped Heroes Hangout. Yeah, I wonder if the price is on the Soul, because even the slightly more common showcase style Soul Stone is going for 1,000 still. And then the regular old one that you can get in the Play Boosters is $50. Spider-Man Whipslinger. Yeah, I wonder if just the limitation of those two upper ones is just not that many people open these boxes, because they started out at $1,000. $1,000. And then they fell down to 400. I see them kind of the common price, market price, 450 maybe on TCG Player right now, plus taxes and fees. Yeah, it's a big drop. People are either not opening them or just scared of them. I don't know. Maybe that's why. Who knows? Who knows? Nimble Webber. Web Warriors in the cool foiling of the Boros style. Those are uncommons. Got ourselves a Schwamp. Alright, Norman Osborn, second one. This time in the traditional frame. With the Green Goblin on the back. Pretty fun look mythic card there. Got ourselves a Arachnin, Psionic Weaver. I'm not familiar with this character, I'm not going to lie. Non-foil borderless. We got ourselves Black Cat, Cunning Thief. Second one of these, but this first one in the comic book style. And non-foil. Got ourselves our Tangle in the source material. Non-foil is our source material card for this, and that is a mythic. And then last but not least, Silk Webweaver is our foil. I don't know what frame this is. This may be his traditional borderless frame. Sure. Last but not least, a treasure token. So far we haven't got, I think, any of the top 5 hits. Soulstone, Miles Morales, or Eddie Brock, Miles Morales. Yeah, we haven't got any of them. So, not doing too great here. A lot of $1, $2, $5, maybe $20 cards at the most. I mean, it all adds up, but if you bought this at 1,000, it does not add up to that. Let me say that. All right. It might add up to a couple hundred if you manage to find buyers for all of it who really want your subway train foil. But, yeah. Galleon Citizen. Only 1/1. Supported parents better than that. Oh, I said I'd stop. Sorry. Slayer bots. Alright. We'll stop until we get another one. How about that? Rhino, Barreling Brute. Living Brain, Mechanical Marvel. MJ, Rising Star. Rhino Rampage. We got a Rhino-themed booster so far. Got our Forest. Missing one. Let's see where we're at on our full art lands pile. Oh, I think we got the full set. We got one island at the start that's helping us out. Alright, first up, J. Jonah Jameson. Human Citizen standard frame. Nice to see the standard frame. We got another one of these Sonic Weavers. Don't know who this character is. And same treatment we got last time. Spider-Man 2099. In traditional borderless frame, though the art is pretty sweet. Non-foil. Spider-Gwen Web Warrior. That's a cool piece of art. This is a reprint of... maybe this is part of the source material. I'm not sure. Maybe. I thought they were all spells, but maybe not. Mythic. That's a cool looking card. How is that not an expensive card? Because that thing looks sweet. I'm going to marvel at this card for a while. Love that. Alright, Mythic. Got our... Really? Our third Arcane Sonic Weaver. The one spider character I've never heard out of this whole set so far. And this time, oh, it's in a foil. Woo! And a ribbit. What do we got? 2 packs. We're down to 2 packs. Can we get one of the top 5 cards? Top 4 cards would be nice. 1 Eddie Brock, maybe. Really help us out. Even 1 normal Soulstone would, really help us out. $50 card would really start, build something to build on. And Gravel. Aerial Ally. Spider Manifestation. Got the old Rex. Venomized Cat. Costume Closet. Oop, did I skip? Yep, okay. On 2 uncommons. Scorpion Seething Striker. Supportive Parents. We got another one. We got another one. Alright. So, supportive parents are as good as the Goblin. Green Goblin. One of Spider-Man's greatest villains. Supportive parents. Better. We got... Alright, on to the rares. Agent Venom. Fun card. Flash Menace. Always a pain in the ass. And the regular foil for treatment. Getting all that out of my mouth. Hide on the Ceiling. Second one we've seen, I think, so far. In the borderless, traditional, non-foil. Getting there. Spidey Sense. Decent card. Decent card. Decent card. With the web sling, it's fun. In the borderless, non-foil. Ponder. Unfortunately, non-foil, but still cool looking source material card. Can't complain too much about that. Agent Venom, second one in the box, or in the pack. This time in the foil. And last but not least, Treasure. Alright, all comes down to this last pack. As I say in Pokemon, last pack magic. Let's make this Spider-Man set worth it. Let's try not to make Peter cry. Alright, Spectacular Tactics. Electro's Bolt. Unstable Experiment. Scour the City. And Alchemax Slayer Bots. We got ourselves a Lila Holographic Assistant. Web Warriors. And Spitter, piloted by Penny. And Heroes Hangout. Alright, those are our uncommons. It's all on the line here. Island. Spider-Punk. Decent card. $5. Foil. Traditional frame. Scarlet Spider-Ben Riley, our second one of the exact same card in the comic style. No, this is a traditional frame with some webs on it, right? I don't know. Doc Ock, Evil Inventor is our commander slot. Okay. Alright, we got our Hex non-foil in our source material slot. And closing us out is Iron Spider Stark Upgrade, which is actually a pretty sweet artifact creature, but not what we were looking for today. So that'll do it for us today. Supportive parents aren't going to get us through this pain. We, well, I mean, we got, a decent number of mythics, did decent on the source materials, but really only a few in the most desirable foil, right? And I can't remember if there's any fancy foiling in this set, but we didn't get any fancy foiling. It's just the normal foiling. So we got 3 foil source materials. We got a couple other regular source materials. We got 1 Norman Osborn, which might be a hit. Another Norman Osborn in regular. 2 Imposter Syndromes. 1 Gwenom. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't feel like that's a great box opening. $200 worth of cards, maybe? I mean, there's some strong $2, $3 cards in these rares, but this one's $6 probably. $5 or $6. Sure. We'll add that to the hits pile. Why not? Yep. That's where we're at. And that's Spider-Man for you. That's what you get when all the value's in those 3 or 4 cards. But I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed opening. Probably maybe do 1 more of these at the most. Because I did enjoy it, and I do very much love these source material cards. But of course it'd be cheaper to just go buy them myself as opposed to opening a $400 booster box. Surprisingly, only 4 art cards and 1 of them gold stamped. So probably the rarest cards is building a set of these gold stamped art cards. Good luck with that. Alright, I'm done ranting. Hope you at least enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It definitely helps, and it lets me know what kind of content you like. So if you enjoyed this kind of content, please like it. I can try to do more of it. Or you can like my traditional secret lair stuff I try to do sometimes. Or the kind of rare cards like the Asian Land series that I've recently been featuring. Love to know what you like, so let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And again, thanks for watching.